Hello, this is Stephen Childs, TeamFairness.com, the World Fairness Agreement, Church of Fairness. Happy Easter. So, I don't believe in a God that's separate from this, separate from creation, that created creation. I don't think there is such a thing. Each to their own opinion. As long as we're not doing others wrong, and as long as we love and forgive everyone for whatever they did and whatever they're doing, then it doesn't matter what you believe. So I think there's a truth to it, and that's why I don't believe that there's a God separate from creation, because I think the truth is there's not one. So I don't think there's an all-knowing God that created us and created the devil also and created all the characters. I think that God is creation, and God is the devil, and God is me, and God is you, and God is all the characters. But none of these mentioned things are God. So anything within creation is not God. So God is us, but we're not God. So evil comes from people making choices to do others wrong. That's what evil is. So I'm working on this idea that this rift between God and the devil is over. So the devil character, or characters, whichever the case may be, has agreed to not do others wrong, and so therefore it's not evil any longer. And so we're all going to be friends. The whole planet. We're going to make friends with everybody. All the people are going to be friends with all the people. And we're not going to do people wrong anymore. That's our goal, is a new way of thought, to not be harmful and to stop the unfair thoughts of our old way of thinking. And it's working. So, it's like we're directed by something that directs us in the right direction. And so what I was finally directed to and finally could see was the way to do it was to love everyone, forgive everyone, let them do whatever they want, and stop the old way of thinking that's harmful. When you're having thoughts that are harmful to others, you're harming yourself. So, friends, here is another Easter. It's 2025. That's a quarter of a century into 2000. I can't believe it. I'm going to be 68 years old in July. And I didn't think I would live this long. I remember when I was young, I thought I would be better off dying young than to get old. But I'm getting old, and it's like we don't get to choose. There's things that we're here for to learn still. And I'm not worried about my death and not establishing the World Fairness Agreement yet. If that's what happens, that's okay. The seed's already planted. It's already published online. The Church of Fairness, that's based on scientific evidence, is already established. And so when I die, somebody else will be chosen to do what they're chosen to do, like I was chosen to do this. And I'm basing this on dreams I've had. So I've been chosen by the giver of our dreams. Humans have had this idea that we create our own dreams from our own brain. I just can't buy into that. When you have a dream and it happens the next day, just like you dreamed it, so somebody knows the future, I don't have that kind of ability. So that's coming from God-like beings that actually know the future. What else could it be? I don't know. It's like I'm not shutting the door on some other possibility that I don't understand. But I'm really happy that I'm able to make friends. There was some conflict yesterday. I made the video of it, and now because of my higher power working with me last night, we became friends. So the people, I felt that opposition that I could not even think of a Buddhist chant. Namo Shakyamuni Buddhaya is one. And I was able to think it anyway. So where does this opposition come from? I think it comes from our own selves, the minds in the universe. Because I don't think there's any other consciousness other than the minds that evolved from lower forms of life and so forth. So now we're friends. So I was wondering how this was going to work out. So whatever force that is that's trying to stop me, I'm its friend, and I love it and I forgive it. Thanks for listening. Happy Easter.